So the Spartan SMP has its fair share of good and bad PvPers. Today I'll be ranking them in a tier list. This list has 6 tiers, one of the best, pretty good, above average, average, bad and skull. First person on this list is Caustic. Caustic isn't that good at PvP, he has improved a bit over the last few weeks but he can't be placing anything above average. Next up is Snowy. Snowy is easily one of the best PvPers on the server, maybe even the best. For comparison, he beats me 50 to 60% of the time. Next up is Nedraw. I've only really fought him twice, in my opinion he's pretty good. Next up is Sweaty Cleanup. Even though he's the only person who has ever killed me in a PvP fight on the Spartan SMP, I still beat him in a PvP fight with equal gear. If there was a bracket between pretty good and one of the best, he would place there, but for now he's in pretty good. Next up is Bob. Wait, what? LOL, I've never really 1v1 at him, but judging by his YouTube videos, he seems a bit above average. Next up is It's Filth, also a player I've never 1v1 at, but according to other players, he is pretty good. Next up is QNI. He's known more for his skill in general Minecraft, not PvP, but still I'd say he is above average. Next up is 7x7, they fought him on the SMP a few times and he seems average. Next up is Adam, I fought him a few times, he's average. Next up is Ashgu. People say I'm the best PvPer on the SMP, so I'll put myself as one of the best. Next up is Rayhan. Fought him in and out of the SMP, won every fight, he seems to be a bit above average. Next up is Jaden, also known as Solar. He's prob the person I've played the most and 1 vs 1 the most. He's a really solid PvPer, we'll have to put him as one of the best. Next up is Aadish. Aadish is the owner of the SMP and despite being the owner, he isn't very good, he average. Next up is Cly. Cly is easily one of the worst PvPers on the server. He pretty much plays like a person who hasn't ever played Minecraft before. Next up is Noxon. Noxon on Java is pretty average, but on bedrock he's pretty good cause of the bedrock reach. Next up is Danger Toggled. He is probably the player I've killed the most. He is not that bad, he is above average. Next up is Golden. Golden is a solid PvPer, I'll put him in pretty good. Last but not least is Cactus. Cactus is another very solid PvPer. In terms of PvP he is pretty good, but just like Jaden, Cactus is very good at SMP PvP. Eve probably ruined some relationships with this video, so leave a like and subscribe, and that is the end of this video.